cataractcoach.com, and I have a case here of a cataract with a lot of cloudy cortex. And you see particularly one half of the nucleus is very opaque. So as we're doing our capsulorhexis here, it becomes difficult to see. A couple key points which we've discussed before: don't let go of the capsule during the rhexis creation over an area that's too opaque that precludes your view. And so with that in mind, we're able to create our round capsulorhexis. But I want to show you what happens now. When we do hydro-dissection, look what happens to our view. So we do some hydro-dissection here and get a few fluid waves, and then the lens just is very opaque. And that cortex is so fluffed up and opacified that it really makes our visualization very difficult. So now we're going to go in here with the phaco probe and the chopper. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. We're going to chop this up. So the key here is when you have poor, ability to see what you're doing, stay conservative, stay central, stay in the middle of the nucleus. Try chop it, and you should know what your hands are doing. You don't have to always visualize it. So we just got a very quick chop in half. Now we're going to buzz into another half and bring it up, and there's a quarter. So we can emulsify this pretty quickly here, taking our time to bring the pieces in front. We want to operate in the center, away from where the capsule is. So bringing each nuclear piece centrally. So grab it with the vacuum and then bring it centrally. Don't operate in the periphery of the lens capsule or bag. Stay in the middle. And with that, we can quickly remove the nucleus, as well as this epinuclear shell, and all of a sudden the view is going to improve. So that looks great. The nucleus is out. You can see there's that hazy looking milky cortex everywhere that's blocking the view. So with the IA probe, we'll take all this out, and of course, once that cortex comes out, the red reflex becomes quite strong, and we're able to see quite clearly. So pivoting over to this side, removing the lens cortex using the IA probe, and there's a big sheet of an epinuclear shell coming up right now. There you go, you see that big shell. And when that's gone, then you're really going to have a beautiful red reflex. So the key lessons here are, when you have this cloudy, poor view, you can use trypan blue dye to stain. That does help. Or you can simply do the rhexis and not let go of the capsule in places that are opacified. But then importantly, whether or not you use trypan blue dye, when you do the nucleus division, stay centrally where you can best have the largest safety margin. You don't want to operate towards the periphery of the capsule or bag where it's higher risk. So we stay central, bring the pieces centrally, and then you can emulsify them. Here you go, lens going in the capsule or bag. That looks great. And you can see it's an appropriate size capsulorhexis, and everything's intact and looks great. So you'll get plenty of these cases with these opacified cortex areas, and just take your time. Stay centrally, safety first. Efficiency comes second. And then finishing up our case here, under the lens, remove viscoelastic. Also make sure there's nothing left in the capsule or bag. Make sure there's no lens material remaining. And we can pivot around, take out viscoelastic, and we have a nice overlap with the rhexis 360 degrees on top of the 6mm optic. So that looks fantastic. So keep that in mind next time you're doing one of these cases. If you have poor ability to see what you're doing, stay centrally as you operate. Use muscle memory to know what your hands are doing, and bring the lens nuclear fragments centrally to be aspirated. Thank you for watching.